Hey fellow Star citizens, Scrapchat here. Our friends at CIG are giving us a glorious view into what hull scraping will look like, hopefully in 3.18, with tons of footage and information. CIG claims that this will be for people seeking exploration and diversity in their gameplay, where we'll be able to remove hull plating from wrecks, and sell them like any other commodity, or use them to repair our own ships. At the start, they'll support vehicle and FPS hull scraping. Using ships like the Reclaimer and Vulture, you'll be able to find wreck sites in space and use your salvage lasers to strip off the hull plating. The Reclaimer is obviously a multi-crew venture, as you'll not only need people manning the salvage laser turrets, you'll also need people down in the cargo bay storing the reclaimed material composites, or RMC. They're stored in cargo boxes for you. As soon as your hold is full, just head on over to the nearest mining facility and sell your RMC cargo boxes at the train terminal like you would any other commodity. It's that simple. The FPS version is very similar to hand mining from what I can see. You just add an attachment to your multi-tool and go to town on any old wreck you find. Just don't ask me where all the RMC is going. I assume it's in your backpack. It looks like that when ships explode, they don't just vaporize. At least parts of them continue to persist, so you can head on down to the surface and strip the hull of your victim. You can also use whatever you manage to scrape to repair your own ship's hull. CIG is also saying they have a ways to go on being able to sell the RMC you collect. What hull scraping really does is it brings functionality to the Drake Vulture, much like mining did for the Prospector, I can only assume. The Vulture is a single-seat craft and reminds me a lot of the Prospector in a lot of ways. Just like how the Prospector is a little brother to the Argo Mole, the Drake Vulture is the much smaller brother to the Aegis Reclaimer. With the Drake Vulture, you can do what vultures do and pick apart the corpses of long dead ships or debris floating about. Obviously, a lot of the design language used in the Drake Vulture came from the Drake ships like the Caterpillar. On the front of the craft are two salvage lasers that can be moved and targeted at different parts of the hull that is being scraped. There are a couple of ways to enter the Drake Vulture. The first is by way of the ladder, providing a very construction vehicle appearance. The second entrance is through the ramp in the rear, which leads you to the cargo hold, much like other cargo ships in the verse. And then up this ladder to the engineering section, it looks like. You'll have a lot of component access, which may be very handy in the future. Then through the door to the personal living quarters, you'll see a small bed and bathroom. Then beyond that is a processing area where the RMC is placed into cargo boxes. So that's our first serious look at the inside of the Vulture and how hull scraping will work in the verse. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Scrapchat out.